Emerging at about 1600 BCE and continuing until about 1100 BCE, the Mycenaean civilization is an important time in Greek and Mediterranean history. The late Bronze Age civilization known as Mycenae thrived with colossal architecture, complex social and political organization, exquisite artwork, and sophisticated ceramics. It was named after a notable archaeological site in the area. On the island of Crete, the Minoan civilization came before the Mycenaean civilization. Gradually, the Mycenaeans spread their influence from the Greek mainland to the Aegean islands and beyond, probably inspired by the Minoans' cultural accomplishments and naval might. Mycenaean dominance in the area was solidified by the 15th century BCE. The fortified citadels that stood atop hills and promontories were the beating heart of the Mycenaean civilization. The palatial complexes, administrative buildings, workshops, and residential portions of the citadels, like Mycenae, Tyros, Pylos, and Athens, also functioned as hubs for politics, economics, and religion. The Mycenaean civilization's organizing abilities were on display in the massive citadels they built, which necessitated a great deal of engineering expertise and human labor. The rulers of Mycenae were powerful members of the aristocracy, and they were usually warriors who had control over large areas and a large army of foot troops and charioteers. The administrative structure and economic activity of Mycenaean civilization can be better understood through the linear B tablets that have been found mostly at palace sites. These records show that taxation, resource management, and trade control were all handled by centralized bureaucracies. As a major means of transporting products and services across the Aegean and to faraway places like Egypt, Anatolia, and the Levant, trade was vital to the Mycenaean economy. Across the Mediterranean, Mycenaean traders set up shop and traded ideas as they sailed ships loaded with ceramics, metals, textiles, and more. Mycenaean religion was also very important, with the people regularly honoring a pantheon of gods through sacrifices, rites, and celebrations. Mycenaean deities comprised both universal ones, like Zeus and Hera, from later Greek mythology, and more regional ones, such those linked to fertility, the natural world, and the afterlife. Exquisite metalwork, jewelry, pottery, and frescoes discovered at archaeological sites attest to the flourishing of art and craftsmanship during the Mycenaean period. Artists from the Mycenaean civilization showcased their talent and originality via depictions of religious rituals, everyday life, mythological stories, and military victories. Around the 14th century BCE, the Mycenaean civilization was at its peak, and its influence spread all the way across the Aegean and into the eastern Mediterranean. But after this era of plenty, the Mycenaean civilization was rocked by a succession of crises and revolutions that brought about its downfall. It is still debated among experts what exactly caused the Mycenaean downfall. The fall of Mycenaean civilization was probably caused by a conglomeration of factors, including social instability, economic collapse, environmental changes, invasions from outside, and internal strife. At about 1100 BCE, the Mycenaean palaces fell and the cities were abandoned, signaling the end of the Bronze Age and the beginning of the Greek Dark Ages. Even when it collapsed, the Mycenaean civilization left an indelible mark on Greek culture and history, helping to pave the way for classical Greece. Legendary heroes like Odyssey, Achilles, and Agamemnon had their heroic deeds immortalized in the epic poems that are said to have been written by Homer, including the Iliad and the Odyssey. These works preserved oral traditions from the Mycenaean era. Finally, the innovation, resiliency, and complexity of ancient Greek culture are exemplified by the Mycenaean civilization. The Mycenaean civilization had a profound impact on the Mediterranean history and the development of Greek culture for generations to come, via its magnificent buildings, elaborate art, administrative records, and cultural accomplishments.